And now let's go to California's primary, the big one there for governor. Democratic candidate Javier Becerra will be one of two candidates moving on to the general election. Right now, with 70% of the vote tallied, the AP has projected that Becerra will advance, but there's still one other slot left. So who will get that other slot? Well, Republican Steve Hilton remains, you can see there very strongly, in second place, but more ballots need to be counted, and he wants the process to be sped up.
India counts over 640 million votes in a day.
Wow.
California cannot count less than 10 million votes in a month.
And Steve Hilton joins us now. Steve, it's so great to have you here. I haven't had a chance to talk with you since the election. Congrats. Obviously, you're sitting in an amazing position right now. First, one of your opponents, as you know, Javier Becerra, now he has been declared at least to making it to the next phase. He posted a message on X, and here's part of that.
California has spoken loudly and proudly. We want a working class governor who cannot be bought, cannot be bullied, and will never back down. California, we're just getting started. You stayed in the fight with me, and on election night, we proved this state is worth fighting for. Now we take that fight all the way to November.
So, Steve, your thoughts on the vote count so far, as now in the last few hours, Becerra advances to the general election?
Well, first of all, let's just talk about that ridiculous statement from Javier Becerra. How lame is that guy? And secondly, what are you talking about? We're just getting started. No, you're not. You've had 16 years of one-party rule, and we can all see the results. In California, he's been in charge. He said the other day that there's nothing he would change about what's been done in a policy sense in the last 16 years, which has given us the highest poverty rate in the country, the highest unemployment rate in the country, the highest cost of living by far, crime, chaos, homelessness, everything a disaster. That's his record, and he's saying he's just going to give us more of it. What a disaster. In terms of the election, we're very happy with the way things sit. Rita, it's great to be with you, and on this very special week, we're tied basically at the top with Javier Becerra. There's no serious commentator or observer of these results that thinks that Tom Steyer can realistically catch up. He's a long way behind. And so we're very confident that at some point, whenever they get it together, we will make it into the top two. And it'll be a straight choice for California. Do you want more of the same with Javier Becerra, or do you want to change with me? But the election shambles in California is just yet another example of how useless and incompetent these California Democrats are. They can't do anything. They can't build a high-speed railway. They can't clear up the homelessness. Now they can't run an election. I laid out a plan yesterday to speed things up. I offered it to Gavin Newsom as a suggestion. He said, oh, it's got nothing to do with me. It would be nice, he said, if we could speed up the results, but nothing I can do. He's a checked-out, do-nothing governor. We need change in California, and I think we're going to get it in November.
So what does your campaign strategy look like now as these ballots are getting counted? And, of course, your plan is obviously to draw attention. I think the whole world's going, I can't believe it is taking this long. And, Steve, also explain, what would California look like if it ends up just being Becerra and Tom Steyer? What does that mean for California and the country? It's the biggest state in the country.
Well, it's not going to be that, but I mean, because it's such a nightmare. I mean, people don't want that. They want change. A majority of Californians want change. There's a poll just last week, 56% say the state's going in the wrong direction. If you had Becerra versus Steyer, what are your choices? Keep going in the same direction with Becerra, or speed up in the same direction, even worse, with Tom Steyer, who's even more left-wing. That's unthinkable. It's not going to happen. My plan is to put forward a simple, positive plan for change in California based on common sense. Your first 100 grand tax-free, $3 gas, cut your electric bills in half, a home you can afford to buy. Simple, positive things that make life, in my word, Cal Affordable for the people who've been crushed by 16 years of Democrat policies, in particular, working class Californians and small businesses. So that's the plan. It's the plan that's brought us to this point. It's going to be the same plan that takes us to victory in November.
Well, Steve, this is very exciting. The whole country, I think the whole world is watching to see what happens in California. I hope you get great results very soon. I can't imagine what it's like for you waiting during this